Everyone's talking about using AI and computer models to design our future, but this does not necessarily apply to windsurfing. AI might be cool to do the talking on this introduction, but it will never understand what windsurfing really feels like. A computer can simulate numbers, but it can't predict the human element. That's why we brought together a crew of friends with completely different styles and personalities. We ride differently, we feel the water differently, and honestly, many times we don't agree on the beach. But that's exactly the point. Those contrasting human opinions give us a much bigger picture. They allow us to fine-tune the gear into something far better than any artificial design. This is real-world testing by real people. No nonsense, no shortcuts. Join our team on their journey around the world to bring the T4A Project to life.
Hi, I'm John Skye. Back in September, I joined the Patrik team with the principal role of kind of like managing like a wave project, along with Henning, who is our marketing guy and who probably knows the products better than almost anyone other than Patrik. And yeah, the first part of that was for me to head to Northern Europe, to go to visit him, to go and see Silt, and then more importantly was to head to Klitmøller and start to test everything. And it was like the first time I could really get my hands on the whole range. So yeah, I headed out there and first stop was the Silt World Cup. So after watching Johan Saar absolutely dominate the racing, we hung around one extra day just to meet all the guys and get to know the team better. Like I'm new to the Patrik team, but what I really see is that it is like one big family. And that family isn't just about the people like specifically working for the brand, it goes all the way down to the team riders. And those team riders are like really involved, the whole team, in making this decision.
So we have different levels of testing set up, from Western Australia to Gran Canaria, where John is based, to the north of Denmark, where I do all my professional windsurfing for work. We have these stages of testing in really different conditions where we can work on ideas really quickly.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not like specific roles for each person as such. Like, yeah, Henning is marketing, but then he's also got like a really good background in like testing, and he's done quite a lot of the product development in the past. So it's not like he's just marketing, he understands the whole process.
Going out like 2 runs, come back in, 2 runs, come back in, change. So, Augen auf bei der Berufswahl, we say in German.
And I think that kind of like goes across the whole team, you know. You've got like Karen, who's sat in an office, but she's like one of the most like...
She's the most successful female windsurfer.
Well, there you go, she's the most successful windsurfer, and she's the one in the end sat in the office doing like the paperwork. So, you know, that kind of like, that knowledge goes through the whole brand. And I think the goal of the project really is just to sort of combine all that and bring it all together.
Some people ask me, are you still shaping by hand? Yes, I do. With all 3D shape programs, no matter what they are, you're very limited at the end. I can lift that board and move it around. You can do it as well on the computer, but I can really see where the line is exactly. So I can even put it down, put my foot on it, feel the dome deck, if it's too flat or too round, whatever I want. It's very, very difficult to get that feel when you do a 3D designing.
I also feel what made us so successful in racing is this crazy database of test results. Patrik has done so much work before. Like the first wave sail he put out was like prototype number 47 or 48. production actually called him if he finally wants to order a production run or if he just wants to keep ordering prototype after prototype. So we know how to test properly, because in racing you really have to have a concept how to go step by step so you don't lose the overview. And I think this is really going to be one of our biggest advantages, to have this massive experience of Patrik plus having John's experience. Yeah, it's going to be really, really exciting.
So then we basically headed up towards Klitmüller. And the idea was just to test everything. Henning had all the gear, so it was my first time to kind of like really touch it, to sail it, to use it, and we had some great conditions up there. We're here in Blåvand in Denmark. I've come here to test with Henning. The goal is to test everything.
Yeah, we have two exact same sails here, same outline, same profile, same everything, just a different construction. So we're trying to understand the details of the construction even better than we already do. So it's quite shocking sometimes how just different materials can make a different sail. John is going to give it another go and we see.
So the testing went really well actually. We had like quite a good range of conditions in just a few days, from like really kind of like onshore silt-esque kind of like North Sea, all the way through to we had like some massive waves at one point, a little bit too big. And we had a couple of days like there were like really nice like average conditions. So it's a really good opportunity to test everything from kind of like the big sail, kind of like F waves, all the way through to like super small sails as well, and all the different boards. And so yeah, by the end of that we had like a really clear idea of what we wanted to do. So yeah, we worked on the files there. I sent them off, and pretty much 2 weeks they were ready. So yeah, I headed out to China to go and pick them up, and then it was the next stage of testing.
So what's basically happening, it's in the middle of the night and I'll be flying to Gran Canaria tomorrow morning to meet John for some testing, and nothing is packed because the kids kept me busy and I need to walk my dog and the flight's tomorrow morning. Let's see.
So this is what elite traveling looks like. Carrying this stuff for John to the airport.
So here's the plan for the day. We're gonna try all the different wave sail protos we have here. We're in Vargas, it's windy, so let's go.
Yeah, so really stoked how the 3 different sails turned out. You know, I think we had real clear winners with each different model we were working on.
Hey, it's me again, Google's latest AI model. Well, damn it, these humans nailed the testing. Instead of letting me help with any of the important tasks, I'm just the idiot doing all the talking here. John is already back at the computer, translating their test results into the rest of the sail sizes. Up next, the T4A crew will be diving into board development with Patrik before heading to Australia to put the new sail range to the ultimate test in a huge variety of conditions. Stay tuned.